right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to the stream. What a day yesterday, right in the middle of creating a rocket to go to an unknown planet. We lose all network connectivity. But it was restored, and we did complete it in the evening, and it's sitting in orbit, waiting to go. Just make sure stuff works. Looks like it's working. Yep, it appears to be working. All right, so let's I was consulting with the mod guru, the mod father, Linux Guru Gamer, and one of the mods that I've been using, RCS Build Aid, evidently he was supporting it. The original mod author took it back, so the one I was updating was not updating because it was not the latest. So I had to uninstall that one, reinstall the latest one from the current mod author. Very confusing world. Okay. So we also had a broken recycler on the hitchhiker in the space station. So we had to send a repair team up to fix it. That was exciting. And the recycler is part of a mod that comes with snacks that allows you to recycle. So you eat a snack, you make soil, you recycle the soil back into some snacks. And see, it's working now. That's good. These guys are all maximized out. So really dark over here. We have 151 days until this does its initial burn towards Eve. And what we're going to have to do is bring up some more snacks. So we have this snack storage. I thought it was going to be enough. It should be, one would think. I guess the easiest way around this is we recall the crew to our launch, bring the crew back up here. They didn't do anything. So probably a good idea. That way we can save on the snacks. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go ahead and transfer Bob. It's a little grumpy. Transfer Bob to there. And then we want to transfer Chris to there. Now we know that this craft can already re-entry safely, so it's no longer a mystery. Huh. Oh, okay. Wait, did it? Oh, okay. Easy coming. All right, so let's go and activate the engine. What we want to do is, currently we're in a pretty high orbit. So let's make sure we can safely retrograde. We have 1,000 delta V. Pull this down to about 100. Hey, Saturn, good morning. So we're calling the crew from the space station. That way we can get this probe on its way. Looks like KSC is in the dark. Hmm. Cannot see that. We did a landing yesterday when it was night. It was scary. What is that? That's a. Oh, why is that still interesting? Huh. All right, let's go ahead and get these fine individuals. Now, I suspect if we do a crew report, nothing there. What about an EV report? Hey, we got one. We got some science. All right, so let's just point. Yep, they're trained up. Well, we're doing it two things. They're trained. Normally, I would leave them up there, but in order to expedite our probe, so it's got to do two things. One, it's got to burn to get a capture or an intercept. Sorry, an intercept with Eve. That's going to happen in 151 days. So instead of sending up supplies, why don't we just return the guys? That rhymes, by the way. And then that way we don't have to worry about the consumption of the supplies. Get the burn, and then we're going to have to do some fine tuning about halfway to it. And then might as well just complete that, because that's going to take another 300 days on top of that. Now they're not banished forever. All right, let's what do we want to do here? Let's deploy this chute, deploy that chute. It's a little bit more economical. That is correct, sir. Let's wait until we get about 55, and then we'll do this. All right, let's do it now. There we go. I was noticing things getting heated up, a little warm, toasty. So, Spectre, what's the new first-person shooter you're playing? Check out all the watch streaks. That reminds me. Hang on one sec. Wait. Hang on. Bear with me for a sec. I caught wind of something. Let's see if I still have it. No. I think I might be jumping the gun here. I think I found a way to create a little friendly competition with the watch streaks to where I think I can have like a top 5. So when you guys do that, no first person shooters I'm aware of. Oh, okay. All right. Looking for a little bit more, chat engagement. And I really, really dig these clouds. It's such a nice mod. I did try the Farmer's Place over the weekend, and it's interesting. Any of the programming is definitely not so hardcore yet. Okay. Caden, it's actually, I'm glad you asked because it just does not roll right off the tongue, that's for sure. It's actually 3 mods, but it is called. Hang on. No. Oh, please. What happens when you have a very long? There it is. By the way, I'm trying to copy and paste stuff. There you go, Caden. Now, the latest version he has behind a Patreon paywall. This is version 3. It is free. Basically, you start off being able to harvest, then you can expand your farming plot so you can get. Oh, you get the wild loop. I got you. All right. Well, the thing about it is, I have Kerbal, Battlestar Galactica, Munchkin Digital, The Invincible, Metro Exodus. So I'm okay until August. I was just kind of curious. It looked intriguing, like a really cool concept. Oh, so as you go, you start unlocking some other programming stuff like variables, and I gotcha. Cool. Interesting. But it's on sale right now, right? It's on sale right now, right? No, we're not on fire. This is all normal. It'd be a problem if this was gone. I bought it. It's on sale. I think we'll wait for another sale. All right. They survived. Yes, they did. That was noisy. That's true. And I'm actually expecting probably within the next 30 days that they'll talk about the frame. And I'm looking forward to that. Oh, we're actually over land, you know. We have chutes have been deployed, waiting for a safe altitude. Yes, that's on my calendar as well. I mean, what more can you ask for but Star Wars themed XCOM 2? They're safe. Look at that. Isn't that cool? He did a real good job. Caden, if you have trouble finding the mod, let me know. I just did a Google search and I found his Patreon and I was reading it. And then I think in Reddit, they talked about version 3 was free, which sent you a link to his Patreon where he said that it was free. So I downloaded it from his Patreon. Seems like a little overcast. There's a tree, a lone tree all by itself. And a rock. All right, let's no. All right, let's have Chris here do an EVA. Then if he do a surface sample. Cool. So keep that. And then board. Now, does this thing have an antenna? We do. We have an antenna. So if we take a look at, so this we can recover it for 9 or transmit it for 3.2. Why would I want to transmit it? Well, we can send it up to our science platform. So we get 30. I think I want to do that. Now, the thing when I transmit it, whatever can receive data or whatever can hold data will have data. So it could be one of the, it can't be a probe core. So it could be either the hitchhiker, the science lab, or any of the guidance. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just so we have something up there. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and recover this dude or dudes. Sweet.
Good morning, Commander. We do not permit hitchhiking as it can be dangerous.
Very true, especially in space. Yeah, I won't be going back, so we're going to leave it up there. You're right. So will not be available for 1,744 hours, basically a month. There's Bob, same thing. All right, cool. That worked. Let's go ahead and grab that. So if we grab any relay, okay, we got full battery. Good. And we just got almost 20,000 Kerbuckle bucks. All right, so now let's head to the tracking station. And we should be able to just click on warp to next. Because this is set up to give us a 20-minute. Right, all right. We got no Kerbals in space, so we don't have to worry about them starving or anything. Sure is going slow. Why is that going so slow? There we go. Kerbuckle bucks. Kerbal buckles. Kerbucks. Oh, there is no exchange rate, unfortunately. All right, here we go. All right, so we want to delete this, jump to the craft or ship. Excuse me. All right, close that. So according to this, we have 20 minutes till our next burn. Let's make sure we still have an intercept. But sometimes over time, okay, we still have one. Cool. All right, sweet. So let's go here. Do that. So we need 998 and we have 3,000. So plenty of gas in the tank there. Oh, we have? I wonder what did that. Something left. There we go. All right, here comes our burn. Tiny bit late on that. Well, it takes a lot of delta V, not really to get there, but to get the capture or to get the intercept. So, no, the capture, sorry. but we're definitely over how much we need, and that's important. Oh, that means we're leaving. Well, yeah, it would be. That finished. Do that. Let's go and get this panel out. And let's go ahead and get out of the. We have something that's interesting. It's coming back, or it came back. Weird. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Eve. And our periapsis is, that's way out there, isn't it? I guess that's okay. Wow, it is really dark there. So that's going to take 192 days. Might as well do it. Now, the thing about it is, I don't know if we're going to have communication out here. It looks like so far we're sitting at 60 as our lowest. I saw 58, 36. No communication. So as soon as this guy gets here, looks like Kerbin is going to be actually pretty close. No communication, some communication. So this might be a whole waste of time if we get here. We can't get a signal to make some sort of a capture. All right, so if we put on the brakes right here, so we're directly talking to KSC. And it looks like they're coming around. All right, let's see if we can do this burn. %50 signal strength. That's pretty good. So none of the relays are talking with us. It's directly with KSC. And within an hour, it could rotate out too. Oh, there's Eve. Oh, lost communication. So kind of what I was afraid of. Just wait until we get a signal. Well, that's nice of them. All we got to do is grab some science. No, I don't. Stop it. Come on, Kerbal. Come on, Kerbin. Give me a sign. I mean, even if it's way out here, but it's just going to be real expensive. Do not enter. All right. So out of curiosity, I'm just making sure there's no busted antenna because that would be really bad. All right, there we go. So we need to go retrograde. Yeah, I have a mod that's called EVA repairs. We had that happen on the recycler. I'm sorry, on the hitchhiker has a feature called a recycler, and it recycles the soil. I don't know what the ratio is. So you eat snacks, you produce soil. The recycler, when turned on, will take the soil and turn it back into snacks. So it's the whole Mark Watney thing. All right, we have an orbit. Sweet. All right. So now to complete the contract, let's complete the contract. So let's grab, oh, right. That's atmospheric. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to transmit 33 science. Yay. All right. So now, how much juice do we have? We have a ton of electrical. So now what I want to do is we're going to log and we're going to send that to the platform. Did that go with you to your station? This? No. Okay, and then we're going to conduct this. Ooh. And then we're going to send this to the science platform. Sorry, I meant the science, but I caught you trying. The very first one to complete the contract, you have to send it to KSC. So we did complete that contract, but these other ones, like this one, I'm going to actually send to KSC. So 148 science. Oh, yeah. Nice. And then we have a goo. And we'll go ahead and send that to the science platform. All right. So mission successful. We have something in orbit. Awesome. All right. So let's get back to Space Center, where it's raining. That's great. All right. So we got ourselves 15,000 Kerbuckle bucks for doing stuff in Eve, and 330,000 Kerbuckle bucks plus 22 science for doing that contract. So it looks like certain sensors are better than, yeah. So and it depends upon the condition too, you know. So you have high in space, low in space, high in orbit, low in orbit. So you got all those. So land on Eve, not going to happen here anytime soon. A bunch of deployables. Oh, see, that says from the surface of Eve. So we can do this one. Yeah, buddy. All right. Not that one. We can do that one. So we need to unlock a capsule, a 2-seater, so we can take a pilot and a scientist, I think. Land on Eve, perform a manned return orbit. No. Eve flyby, maybe. What's this one? We want you to crew the orbital space station. All right. With a minimum crew of 3. All right. We have room for 3. Adding resource cycling components. What do you mean? Success of the space program result of wide interest in space travel publication and innovation. One of the most fascinating ideas is the vision of manned flight and other planets' creation of permanent space colonies. Both of them provide many new challenges in terms of life support and social feasibility. Really explored our ground basis research groups. We will now take one step further to try to test the preliminary findings on board the space station. We want you to crew the station for 2,160 hours with a minimum of 3 Kerbals, adding resource cycling components. So at least 3 crew, any vessel. Gotta have a docking port. All right, so I guess we just have to hang up, but I don't have a craft that can do 3 yet. All right. Now, this offer expires in 19 years, so I'll go ahead and take it. That cost 1.6 to upgrade. And what that gives us is, so we can unlock this, but we can't unlock that. I don't know if that's important right now. All right, so we want to see, so here's our 2-seater, and we get the lander can. That's three dudes right there. That's 160. Boom. And then that's 300, which we don't have. Right. All right, what else can we unlock? So we got 180. Little tiny. Oh, the poodle. Nice. Ooh. All right. So we get more gas tanks. No, we can't do that. So we have to stay in this category. Oh, we get some hydraulics and hinges and stuff. Weird. Better landing legs, maybe. We got some weird rocket parts. No. No. A bigger snack. All right. So I guess let's go take a look at something real quick. Yeah, if you recover science, you get a lot better, but it's more difficult. So in a case like that, what we could do is send a probe out there, make sure that it can do a reentry into Kerbin. And they have in science, they have containers like this one and this one. This one's stock. This one comes from a mod, and it can hold science. So you can store science. So you can collect the science, store it inside this thing, and once you transfer the data, that means some of the experiments you might be able to rerun and get more based upon the condition. So when you bring it back, then you can unpack this container. Pretty cool. All right, so 2-seater. That gives us 3 Kerbals. The thing about it is the docking port that fits on this one is the small one. So if we want to do this correctly, so it doesn't look weird. So hang on. So if we take the correct docking port, I mean that'll work. It just looks weird and it's aerodynamically causes a lot of drag. Plus, this thing is not as wide as the Mark II. So even if we put a heat shield on this thing, we'd have to go with an oversized one, which I guess isn't entirely wrong. So it becomes quite the thing. So what we could do, what I was thinking is as an idea, as a concept. So we have no way of docking with anything up there, but do we have to dock? We can get close enough like we did the repair. We can just have the guys hop out and then we can send this back. The only thing is if anything happens up there, they don't have a way to get back. Or we do this. So we've already sent a snack pack up, right? This is a resupply. And we got one of these up there right now. So what we could do dude, stop. I'm going to ask you one more time to stop. Stop. There it is. So we could take and put a couple of these. No, the fairing was getting all spazzy. And then what we could do is that when this gets there, instead of it being sideways, we could do this, right? So we dock this, we leave the port north and south, and then we have to dock like that. Otherwise, if we do this, I think, depending upon where we dock, we could only dock here or depending upon, yeah. So I think this is probably the route to take. I think so. Yep. Good. So I worked on some updated alerts. Let me get your guys' opinion. So let me see. So if somebody does a follow while I'm playing Kerbal, bear with me for a sec here. Let me click off screen. Okay. Oh, that's weird. If I do, oh, that won't let me do it. Can I do? Good. All right. So right now, if somebody follows and I'm playing Kerbal, they get that, which is fine. I like it. But then I've done this one. I like that one better. Doesn't take as much real estate. So I've been working on alerts. Just wanted to share that with you guys here. All right. I think we're ready to send this up. Let's see here. Make sure at that. Go to the ground. Get rid of the boosters. Then right. All righty. I'm muted? No. I can see my audio coming across. All right. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right. I verified I can hear me too. Now I hear myself twice. I mean, it happens out of the blue because I do have not a convoluted setup, but it's a lack of, I don't want cables. So I use an a software mixer called Voice Meter. So my microphone is plugged into my gaming PC. So that way, if I want to game with someone, I don't have to have my other PC on. Restart the app. All right. So Voice Meter allows me to send over my LAN audio from one channel to another channel. So I capture it over here and then I pipe it through OBS and et cetera, et cetera. All right. So anyways, here we go. All right. So let's send this to a little bit higher orbit. I want to try something. I want to see. So we'll send it to, let's say 175. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. My bad. Christ. That was scary. Huh. Weird. It's really dark. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of scatter. I sure wish I could take the. There used to be a mod called ambient light. I disabled the ambient light on here, so it's not as dark. You got the audio back, Saturn? Good. There goes our boosters. Yay, boosters. All right, excellent. Cool. Ooh. All right, so we got 1450 left in the stage. We got some money back. Nice. We want to go to the station, which is behind us. Hey, Panda. Oh, geez. Want to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Oop. Hitting all the wrong buttons. All right. All right. All righty. So our actual resource probe has got plenty of delta V. We'll just do this and then get ourselves close enough, and then because the RCS is balanced for the whole resource thing. Oh, I'm out of Dusky on that one. Got a backup here though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got our probe to Eve, but before we did that, instead of constantly bringing up snacks to the station, since the Kerbals were already trained, we brought them back home, and then we did our Eve contract. And then what we're doing is we're bringing more snacks up, but being that we have the Mark II lander now, the 2-seater, but it's got the smaller nose, so we're bringing up the docking port junior, so they have a docking port. And then we're going to build a rocket to bring up 2 Kerbals in a proper capsule. And then we can either bring another one just like it back up. So we'll have 2 docked and 4 Kerbals up here. Man, that took forever. All right, so this is all we're going to do is we're going to there's our target, which is 2 minutes away. So instead of spending the fuel that we have in this little guy, we're going to spend the fuel in this thing and try to close the gap a little bit. Just do a little bit of grunt work here. So if I do this right, this number should get smaller. Hey, it's working. Wait, no. Now I got further away. Why did it do that? Oh dear. All right. Messed something up. Hang on, let's fix it. All right. So since the station is our target, we're just going to point towards the target. That'll close the gap. Hey, Linux. How you doing? I was having an early morning conversation with that gentleman. Well, we weren't talking per se. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this massive thing here. Yeah, it's an overkill lifter. And your computer crashes. Oh no. All right, so that's going to deorbit. Oh, just the audio? Weird. All right, so we are 1.5 kilometers. That's not bad. We're 4 minutes away. We actually have 2 intercepts now. I want this one though. So let's see here. The RCS is working. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit closer here. Once again, we'll use RCS to kind of all right. Okay. Now we won't use RCS to slow us down. We'll use our little terrier here. That worked. Now, once again, wherever we dock, we got to make sure the docking ports are top and bottom, not side to side, for ease of docking. What's the mission? Well, we have a contract we have to have 3 Kerbals up here. I currently do not have a craft that can bring 3 Kerbals up, and we just unlocked the Mark II, which has the smaller docking port. So we're bringing supplies up, snacks, and we're going to orientate the juniors so it's a little bit easier to dock. Then we're going to design a brand new orbiter to bring up 2 Kerbals, and then we can turn around and send another one just like it with 2 other Kerbals so we can satisfy the contract need. We also have science up here. We transmitted science from Eve. So we're going to collect all that data and start percolating it, as I say. All right, so real quick. So there's the other one. So we'll just dock on this side and just flip the docking ports. I think that'll be just fine and dandy. So that's our target. Turn this around. Like I said, I want to position. Oh, geez. Thing was rapidly approaching. Panda had to remind me how to do micro RCS. It had been so long. Okay, we're off a little bit. That should be good. Boink. All right, let's turn this engine off. So now we can dock our Mark II like so. All right, is the recycler still running? No, it's not. It's busted again. Doggone it. The thing has a high degree of breakage. All right, so that's fine. So now we don't have to do anything goofy. We can just take up the Mark II. We do need to do a parachute. Before I forget, chances are I would forget. Let's go ahead and set this. And then, who needs parachutes? Well, if they were super Kerbals, then sure. Who needs a chute? Oh. Pretty cool. So, okay. So let's do a heat shield. I have an idea. All right, so we got snacks aboard, electrical charge, no monopropellant. That's fine. Ooh, weird. What I was thinking is we should have a cargo and we can load up EVA repair kits, take them up there. So they have a surplus. Right now they just have one. So what we can do is grab our decoupler. That's the wrong one. There we go. And then thing's huge. That thing's dinky. Is there not one in between? What is this? Handy recharging station docks and houses. Oh, that's the repair bot. Do we have the repair bot? We do not yet. Okay. It's part of EVA repairs, I believe. All right, so that's huge. That's too small. I mean, wait a minute. If we take a service bay, which there's not one in between. Oh, there is. Oh. Yeah. Oh. What is... Oh, there we go. All right. All right, fine. Why not? What's going on? Can't find... Okay. Oh, Kerbin's freaking out. Kerbin, come back to me. Oh, dear Lord. It's stressing out my computer. I can hear it. Look at Kerbin. What did I do? Did I do a control F for find or something? Why I fully understand why decouplers are are the way they are in game. It's always bothered me that real rockets have them integrated. They do. You're right. I mean, if we use the engine plates, they're integrated. I'm just so old school. I know I'm going to forget to do something. All right. Whatever I did made Kerbin panic. All right. All I was trying to do was that. All right. Then we're going to put this there. Let's get rid of that. We're going to call this the Kerbin. Oops. Kerbin Orbiter Mark II. S for storage. No. C for cargo. There we go. All right. So what we can do, I've got it. Fat fingered. Our crew will be let's go ahead and send up Valentina, and we'll send up Bob. Then what I want to do is open up the inventory. Anything else that need up there? EVA experiment kit? No. Fuel cylinders? I don't think I need that. All right, cool. All right, so let's figure out. So that's got a decouple already. So when we get ready to depart and bring this home, we can decouple and get rid of all this stuff. Good. I didn't think so. So how about do an engine plate? Change this to 2 nodes. Oops. That's better. I enjoy a nice, even in a vacuum, a nice little 1.0 at least. All right, so we're not quite done. So in the event that we have to take up someone besides a pilot, we want to make sure we outfit this thing with a probe core. Just need the one. Right now it's got 205 electrical. Guess that's okay. But you never know. Me and my over engineering. That does not have a reaction wheel, right? Oh, it's got a cargo port. Somewhere. Oh, look at that. All right, cool. Didn't know that. Oh, sorry. I woke up. Oh, it does have a little bit of a reaction wheel. I didn't think this one had a reaction wheel. What do you know? All right, well, we're going to give it a little bit more oomph. All right. So probe core, more battery, and a reaction wheel. Cool. Now, grab a low profile antenna. And this needs to rendezvous like it is. So all right. I'm going to do a very poor design here. So if we stick this here. Oh, wait, hang on. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. And we want to do, there we go. All right, that torque isn't terrible. It's a 10-ton craft, though. That's going to be slow to respond. So I think we put this down here. Grab another one and put it like right. Right. Oh, we can actually put on the service bay. I didn't think that was going to work. All right. So that made the torque worse. Huh. Weird. That actually can't go any further. I am moving the antenna again. Wait a minute. Wait. What if we... Can I have this, please? What if we put it up here? Well, that works out a lot better, but that is a horrible idea. It puts it right where the hatch is. So I guess then what we do... All right, fine. This doesn't have a probe core. I guess that'll be okay. Okay. Evidently, that'll work. All right, so we got a parachute for that. We need to do stage recovery on this. So out of curiosity here. %, sweet. All right, so that was crazy. So we get this to orbit. It's got close to 2,000 delta V all by itself to do the rendezvous. And yeah. And we got some cargo to deliver. Sweet. We still have Kerbals in there? We do. This weighs 10 tons. I have a 28-ton lifter and an old lifter. I don't know what that one does. I don't have anything smaller. I bet that would work. It'll work. All right, let's get this orbiter up and test our new docking arrangements and see if it's going to work. Still nighttime. All right, let's make. We got those. We'll let go of the ground. When we're done with the boosters, we say goodbye. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, Draz? We attempting our first Mark II capsule. So we sent up a modified snack supply. Yeah, fancy. And we put the docking port juniors on it, so we'll see if I can dock horizontally or vertically. All right, goes the boosters. Forgot that was going to happen. Yeah, that is RSE, I believe. I think. And waterfall, I believe. Oh, it worked. Oh, cool. All right. Cool. All right. Sweet. Hmm. On the side, I compiled all the data I could about Venus, and I'm creating a render of the surface. Should be only about a minute long, like an animation or the actual just a static render. It's really cool. You know, when I first started playing Kerbal, And what really educated me on, even though I grew up during the whole, Apollo stuff, and I was, in my, was in my early 20s, a clip. Oh, cool. Yes. The, that's awesome. And the shuttles and stuff like that. I never really wrapped my head around what was going on. Kerbin brothers are flying together. We got Valentina, so she's a girl. They could be siblings. Yes. Someone put out a really good historical mod that did the surveyors, they did all the agencies, the Russian, the US, and some of the Chinese stuff. And man, I tell you what, just by doing those historicals, visiting the wikis and reading about the experiments they did and stuff like that, it's funny how the surveyors were just like a shot in the dark to see if they could actually hit the moon and stuff like that. Yeah. And what was so funny was, I believe it was Apollo 12 landed close to one of the surveyors, and one of the missions was to recall the camera that was on it. So, and then when I looked up about the Veneras, and I saw the image, I'm going, oh, that's incredible. And they said it only lasted like 13 seconds. And I'm going, why? I didn't realize Venus had so much pressure and toxicity going on. So yeah, pretty cool. I was amazed. All right, so what we want to do is find the station again. There it is. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. For giggles, I want to try something. All right, so I got my target. I don't need this. So I haven't done this in a long time. Does it still intercept target? No, I don't want to do that. Is there a different MechJeb tool for rendezvous? I think there is. Rendezvous info. No, that's not what I want. Okay, so I guess it's part of this. So we want to intercept target, match planes with the target. All right, I'm playing with Kerbin's lives here. It's been a while, so if we do that, oh, what are you doing with that? No. Where's it getting its target information from? All right, we have the right target. Maybe we won't do this. Fine-tune closest approach to target. Maybe that's it. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, we'll do this with that and then get rid of this. This is how I used to play Kerbal. I used to use MechJeb. MechJeb is the one mod that saved me from quitting the game because I could not manually get a rocket into orbit. So I used MechJeb. It's pretty hotty, 500 degrees Celsius in 17 times standard. I got you. Oh, I mean, finding the mod, downloading the mod, not a problem. Then I had to read about how to install a mod. Now I didn't know about CCAN back then, so I had to do a manual installation. Had it installed, right? Then I had to learn about the little module to put on it. So I was getting more and more frustrated. But when I finally got everything situated, I go, cool. All right. Then I put it on the rocket pad. Then I'm going, okay, how's it work? And then I figured out there was something called the ascent guidance. I said, all right. Then all that information, I'm going, oh, dude, I just went with the default stuff. And my rocket got into orbit with plenty of fuel left over, too. All right, so let's make sure we're not going to kill our Kerbals here. Christ, we're going to kill our Kerbals. Maybe. Yep, we're going to kill our Kerbals. Stupid mech jeb. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to have to abort this. That's what I get for trying to use mech jeb again. But at least we can test the reentry. Yeah, I don't think I have enough fuel to... Oh, we want to still... All right, we can save this. Oh. Two-wheel tech, what's happening? Oh, Chad is I have been told my voice is soothing, which is funny because at times I'm told also it's irritating. So I often put people to sleep because of the soothness, I guess. I don't know. All right, so let's do this again without help from MechJeb because he almost killed my Kerbals. Okay. Can't go that way. So let's do one more. All right, then we can go new. That doesn't work. Oh, we're off a little bit on our inclination. All right. So if we fix the inclination a little bit, which that's at a bad spot to fix it. So let's fix the inclination at the ascending node. Wrong way. All right. Then we can oh, yeah, that's right. $213. 2 laps around Kerbin. Fine. That's okay. Everything was going fine until I tried to use automation to get these guys, docked and whatnot. So we have a contract where we got to put 3 Kerbals on the station. They got to stay up there for a while. So we got 2, and our recycler's busted again. So they're bringing a supply of EVA repair kits. So they'll get it fixed. They'll go ahead and hang out there for a while. And then we'll send up another crew. Hey there, happy Tuesday to you, Al. How are you doing? And that's what we got going on so far. Oh, and we have Bob. I got to find all the data that we sent from Eve and get it transferred to the science lab. Doing okay? I'm doing fine. I'm contemplating what I want for lunch and supper. I'm going to be home alone again this evening, I think. I don't know if I'll do a stream. I'm trying to get all of my alerts, my subs and follows, anyways, moved over to a new concept so it takes up less real estate and game specific. So I think I want to work on that tonight. Getting kind of chilly back here. Did I adjust the, oh, that's not the thing I was looking for. Huh. So it's 77 degrees outside right now. All right. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is taking so long. All right, let's check what we got here. We got boosters, and that was the main stage. I need to make something to eat as well. I think what I'm going to do for lunch, I'm going to do a sweet potato. So I'll chop it in half, put it on a parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and I'm going to put some grated mozzarella, sweet potato. Oh, I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in there too. Sweet potato, cook that. And then when it's done, I'm going to mash it up, add in some Greek yogurt, maybe put a little French creamy Italian dressing on it or something like that. That sounds really good. When you cut them in half, because we get the medium-sized ones, so they're about yay big. Instead of taking an hour, chop it in half only takes 30 minutes. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, we're there. Rendezvous there. So let's get about here. Point towards the target, which we can't see yet, or did I? Okay. That sounds extremely good. And I recommend some garlic into the Greek yogurt. Well, what I'll probably do is, so I got to put a little oil on the parchment. Then I'll put my cheese. That way I get a little bit of a cheesy crunch. On top of the cheese, I'll do Italian garlic powder, salt and pepper, get all nice and seasoned. All right, so we're 4 minutes away. We got some big adjustments coming up here. There it is. All right. So let's see if we can't close the gap a little bit. Yeah, it's working. I tell you what, nothing goes wrong with a sweet potato. The carbs are the good carbs. There's very, very little calories, and man, does it fill you up. All right, now, can I do this faster if I do this? That is faster. We're speeding up towards the target, though. That's a bad thing. So what if we reverse it now? And we go here. All right, that works. Plus, we're slowing down. And the gap's getting way smaller. Boom. All right, that works. All right, so we're 3 minutes out. So let's go there. All right, let's make this adjustment again. Cool. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. I saw red. Red usually means something's broke when it comes to EVA repairs, but it's the flag. Can I turn the flag off? No, I guess I can't. I guess you can only do that in the VAB. All right. I need to reduce. That's better. I think we're going to use RCS from here out. We are coming a little fast. All right, rendering range. That would have taken a lot of RCS to get that dialed in, I think. Still going very fast, though. That's better. Should be more manageable now. Yep. Oops. So, where are we at? We are. There we are. So we want to fly underneath and dock with this one. What we want to do is control from here and slow down. That's our target. We want to do this. And let's see how. So tip like that. All right. Translations are all whacked out because of this. Should be close enough. Oh, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh dear. Oh, we're teetering. Okay. I do not want to do that again. That's scary. All right, so we don't have enough. Yeah, we have to have at least 3. So, first things first, let's find all of the data. This is going to be really hard too. So, there is no data here. So, I have to go through each one of these. This is going to take me a few minutes here. I have to find, if it's a probe core, I don't have to worry about it. But if it's a guidance chip, see, it's got data here. So how do I, if I review it, I have to bring a Kerbal over here and grab it, don't I? All right. Yeah, so a Kerbal has to grab it. It can be any Kerbal. So you did put it in a small docking port. The guidance chips. Yeah, I have a bad habit of clipping everything. All right, so let's grab Bob. Hey, Bob. And I think if I just get close enough, there, just hug that for a little bit, please. I have to go here and find it again. Dude, can you just hover? Yeah. Oh, man. Where is that guidance chip? It's tucked away right. There it is. Oh, he's drifting away. Okay. This is going to be a very difficult task. All right, he's got those. Now, there's not any clipped in the middle, right? Nope. But the other guidance chip might also have some stuff. No, I don't want to store them. It takes care of that. And then we have this guidance chip. I don't want to store those. I do not want to store those. Now, if we go here, oh, when I board, I'll store them. All right, so let's do that. Grab board. That transfers. Of course, I click on the wrong thing. There's our data. All right. So all these vehicles here have been checked. Now this has got a probe core, so it can't collect. Probe cores can't store. It's just guidance chips. This has got a guidance chip. Let's find it. Might be easier if I just do aim camera. Zoom. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. That's right. There it is. I don't see any data. Nope. All right, let's go check. That's what we do. We aim. I wonder if there's a way. It's the battery. No data. Cool. All right, so sweet. Oh, thanks, Drez. It's been like a staple set of mods in there for a while. All right, so now if we go here, review the data, then we're going to process the Eve goo that was high in space. A sample surface from Kerbin, that's what we transmitted. Some of those mods I've never even heard of before. You know, when it came to me in Kerbal, it was all about quality of life, things that make the game fun and not so cheaty, you know, at the same time. Wouldn't it work technically if you set an action group for the science lab with collect all? I don't know. So an action group has to be assigned to a device, right? So you're saying that I create an action group up here now on all of the guidance chips. I don't know. We could try it. Temperature scan from Eve and material study from Eve. All right, so then we start doing our research. And then where do I see status of the research? Should show up somewhere. Oh, here we go, right here. So we get 1 science per day. Sweet. All right. How do I reset the camera? No, just on the science lab. Really? All right. Let's try that. So we're on the science lab, right? And we go action groups, edit action groups. I don't have any. And what we want to do is we'll put this under action group number 1. Click that and say select all. All right. Well, I just ran it. I didn't see a result, whether it worked or not. Well, we'll be transmitting some more, and then we can verify where it sits and try to do the action group. Let's just make sure I did it right, dude. Oh, there we go. So the action group 1 has collect all there. All right. All right. So while that's going on, we're going to take Valentina here. Oh, hang on a sec. Let's go here. Let's go to inventory. Let's go. No, not there. Open that up. And then, very cool. All right. So then actually, now let's close that for right now. Let's open this up. Valentina, can I? Oh, so it's just the EVA. And let's take a look at your inventory. Heck am I looking at? Oh, I was looking at your, I didn't know I was looking at that. All right, let's get your parachute, put it there. Forget the parachute. How come? Maybe we're not close enough for the Kerbal to see the inventory. There we go. Do that. That. Dude, go away. All right, go away. All right, inventory's done. A 1-star Kerbal with repair skill or a repair bot. So, Valentina's a 1-star Kerbal. Last time we sent an engineer up here, so I guess it has to be an engineer. Fine. Whatever. Where's the hatch? There we are. All right, so let's make sure we turn these engines off. So what we'll do is we'll send up an engineer and another scientist. So we need to revise the capsule and put a probe core in it. Yeah. You would expect a pilot to. Like I said, what he's working on. So right now there is 89 data that we've collected, and we have 0.014 science because they haven't done anything yet. All right. So 2 Kerbals up here. They have snacks for over a year, but we need to get that repair crew up here so we can get this recycler enabled before all the soil fills up. Which will be fine because that'll help complete that contract too. All right, let's grab the same orbiter. There it is. And all we're going to do, this should not cause a problem whatsoever, is we're going to so the chute's using the node and that's surface attached. All right. Well, I want to try and make sure I don't break the hatch here. All right. All right. So let's see if that works. CP for probe core. Save it. All right. So, we'll send Bill up. He has to be trained, so we can put him in the science thing, turn on training so he can get a thing. But let's see here. Let's take up BMAC. He's a 1-star engineer. The thing. Yes. It's technical. I don't know. All right. So since we have a probe core, we also have a probe core here. I'm putting it in here just in case we get rid of this. We need to manipulate this somehow. I don't know. Oh, you need a scientist. You're right. I do. I need another scientist. That was a good call. So the thing about it is I want to repair. So Bill, you'll have to take another flight. Chris is going up. Yep, we're gonna get that science all duped. Yeah, the one of them's up there already, and Chris is the other one. But what I wanted to do was take an untrained engineer, so I have a 1-star engineer everywhere. Trained, I guess is what I want to say. There's a gravity turn. Hey, the sun's coming up. Nice. It's boosters again. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, I did not sleep very good last night. I got up, had a little heartburn, took some Tums, that fixed that, but I was awake. Let's see what the old watch says. Yeah, I only got 4 hours and 44 minutes of sleep last night. Poor is what it says. Poor quality. Maybe that works. No. Oh, I should probably sleep better tonight. All right, we need 1,026 to get this to orbit. We got that. Then we'll finish everything else with that. So we'll deorbit this stage. Do 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 do. All right. Perfect. Get rid of that. Go back to here. Use RCS to back up. Oh, it's slow. All right. Now, I don't want to accidentally hit that. So move. Well, let's track. So the boosters, we're getting back almost 94% of the value of it. So it's all based upon velocity, distance, and speed, right? Now this one is quite a bit higher up. And it all depends upon the re-entry and velocity and stuff like that. All right, so we'll get rid of those. So the next stage recovery, we'll know it's that one. All right, where's the station at? There it is. And turn off all the chatter. Well, look at that. How do you toggle all the orbits? The mod is called No Orbits, I believe. Hang on, let me look at my mod list. What do we want? We want Kerbal Space Program, new Kerbal Career. Too many orbits. There you go. Thank you. And you just hit F8. There's the mod list for you. All right. So we got a 6.8. Can we fine tune that? Yeah, I believe Linux Guru Gamer turned me onto that mod back in the day. In fact, it is Linux Guru Gamer. 4.7 kilometers. Okay, I can live with that. Oh, wait. What the heck? Uh-oh. Was I trying to intercept with the, I was. That was bizarre. Yeah, we have some effects here. All right, so let's go back and make sure I didn't botch things with this real quick. All right, good. Good. Oh, wait. No. Yep, that's lightning. There's the sun. That's something we don't have on this. We need to put solar panels on this. All right, check. All right, so this is to get the check marks on the contract and also to bring an engineer, a qualified engineer. We're going to add a scientist to our lab. And hopefully the engineer can fix our poop recycler. Do. All right. I got to take a quick bio break. So we're going to do an F5. We're going to do that. We're going to do the BRB. Give you guys something to do. Hopefully it loads in. There it goes. And I shall return momentarily. Oh, nice, guys. Toasted Acorn. Longfellow, how the heck are you doing, guys? Quad, how you doing? Online Sprint, how you doing? Long time no see. All right. Good job, guys. All right. So we are we are rendezvousing with the station. Thank you. Hey, there it is. All right. So we're 4.7 kilometers. Let's go ahead and just cut the chase here. Can I do this? How about the other side? The 50-50 chance. That's worse. All right. Oh, we're making it worse. All right. All right, so if we push, God, that's even worse. It's like I forgot how to do a rendezvous all of a sudden. There we go. That doesn't make any sense. Let's get closer. Now that's working. All righty. Oh, this has got more EVA repair kits on it too. Yeah, sweet. All right. Do 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 do. Oh geez. All right. We're just gonna make some adjustments. We're coming at it a little too fast, but we're gonna slow down and make an adjustment here. We're still a little over 2 kilometers away, right? Yes, we are. So if we do that burn there. All right, now we're only a half a kilometer. Still a minute 30 away. Yeah, I'm gonna have a sweet potato for lunch. That's a solid lunch. All right, rendering range. All right. Still coming in pretty darn fast. Gonna make another adjustment here. Slow it down. Oh, don't forget we have a very difficult. Oh, geez, that's better. Hey, the sun. We have to dock, and the only docking port available. I thought I could turn off the flag. I guess I can't. Mhm. All right. Let's see about RCS doing some. Oh, hang on. There we go. That dialed in. And we're going to have to. This one is docked below. We'll have to dock above. All right. Let's go ahead and make our transition here. And we have to figure out. Okay, that goes that way. Now, what I need to do is. Oh man, this is going to be forever. Aim camera. That's my target. All right, what translation? I need to go that way. Then down. That way. There we go. Well, what a time to have a. Oh, geez. Hit the wrong key. Oh, what do you know? Close enough. All right, engines off. All right, and then now we have all the crew. They just got to hang up here for 360 days. So with 4 Kerbals, we only have food for 260 days or 280 days. So where's our engineer at? Scientist, pilot, scientist, and there's BMAC. So BMAC, oh dear, BMAC. All right, so what you need to do is in inventory of the command module, you need to take your parachute, let go. Don't worry, I got you. Whoa. And then we're going to come over here. And in the inventory of this thing, we're going to grab an EVA. And then you're going to fix. You need a level 1 EVA repair kit. You know what that is? Oh, this is Valentina. I grabbed the wrong purple. My bad. All right, so wait, put that back. All right, go get your parachute. Oh, it says BMAC. I'm confused. BMAC's an engineer. And if we okay. What is this? Is Valentina in there? All right, so Valentina's in there. All right. That's why we're seeing her. All right. Okay, you now have an EVA repair kit, right? EVA repair kit. There we go. It has been repaired. Way to go. All right. We're going to go ahead and put you also in the hitchhiker. All right. And then we need to transfer Chris there. So now with 2 level 5 scientists, we're producing 2.1 science a day. That'll take some time. And now the start the recycler because it keeps busting. All right, so with this guy here, what I want to do, I want to completely empty this thing to make sure. So transfer all those snacks out. Transfer those snacks out. All right. This thing is completely empty. Got no soil. I think if we lock this, this will prevent stuff from coming over here. All right. How did I get level 5 scientist? I have a mod called training facility. No, it takes time. And since I have a life support, snacks. Takes a lot of power. All right. Now, I have to install it manually because I don't think it's supported in CCAN. I may be wrong, but it's a nice mod. They have 2 different ones. Make sure you get the training facility and not the training lab or whatever the other mod is. All right. What was I going to do? So let's top this thing off. That one's full of soil. Gross. All right. It's snacks. Oh, it's just game mechanics. You can't train space stuff when you're on the surface, right? Okay, that one's topped off. Well, I'm transferring them, so I'm filling up the science facility here. And that one's full of snacks almost. Actually, what I should have done is transferred it from there. I was not thinking clearly. All right. So we'll leave the soil there. So this is a new little snack pack. Okay. That container's full. And that one's full enough. All right, cool. So with this one being completely empty, and we have room for soil here, 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 there, and there, I think we can safely say goodbye to this. Now, there's no parachutes on this, so I'm not doing... No, it's not worth it. Just going to let it burn. Yeah. All right. So like I said, that's going to take time. And I think we have some contracts to complete. So let's go to Eve. Now, to complete the contract, we have to transmit science to KSC. So if we get a science and there's nothing to transmit, that's a safe one to use. That should be some big bucks too. As I find where'd they put Eve? There it is. And also, our satellite has to have communication for this to work too. There it is. We have no communication. So let's do a little time warp here, which is impacting our Kerbals, right? So we should have a line of sight with KSC whenever that shows its ugly mug. Not ugly. All right, there's communication with KSC, right? Yep. All right. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and scrub this. So it does have something to transmit, but I would rather send this to our space center. So let's see about keep that. Nothing to transmit, so this one will transmit. And stage destroyed. Oh no. 126,000 Kerbuckle bucks. Nice. All right, and then our next one is around Minmus. So there. There. Yeah, that was the supply ship. That is correct. All right. Wait. All right. And oh, from the surface of Minmus. Oops. My bad. All right, so we should have. We want the Mark III. There it is. Whoa, a little hoppy hop. All right. We'll do just a little bit of time warp here, let the batteries charge. That should be good enough. All right. Whoa. Hop. Again, we'll just grab this. Transmit. That's done. And look, more money and more science. Cool. All right. Oh, that's got to be a bug. I mean, I can't even go to the map. I don't like it. It really shouldn't be that dark. That's better. Thank you. All right. $189 science. 563,000, and it gives us object tracking. It's a huge asteroid. I'm panicking. Also, if we increase the level, our deep space network, our radars are more powerful. We've only got 189 science, so it doesn't make sense to spend that chunk of change yet until we because even if we unlock this, each one of these costs like 550 or something like that, or 500. So this just gives us unlimited contracts. That's already upgraded. I think we'll do that. All right, tracking station. Ooh, look at that. So what do we need to unlock the 3-seater? No, well, I have to transmit it from there. We're looking for this that costs 300. If we had it, we could get it, and that's a 3-seater right there. We could take a pilot, a scientist, and engineer. Why? Because I believe with the deployed science, if you use an engineer to deploy the solar panels, you get 2 energy versus 1 energy. And I think if you use a scientist to deploy the scientific experiments, it generates more science. It's just my theory, anyways. So we're getting there because we do have science collection. That ain't going to happen for a while. Duna and Ike, we could probably do that. Oh, that's going to be a difficult one. So we got to make sure we have communication. Being that we just upgraded. Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. Wait. So where is the relay antennas at? None there. None there. Okay, that's that one. There's that one. So that's the one we're currently using, right? Oh, not that one, that one. So it's got a range of 61.2 gigameters or whatever it's called. That's a pretty powerful antenna. Duna is closer than Eve. Go away. Where's the other antenna at? Oh, there it is. Oh. Ooh, the gravioli detector. We're having Chef Boyardee tonight. So unfortunately, to get that, we have to unlock that, which I don't have. And this gives us that thing, which I don't think I've ever used that. It's got to be from a mod. I'm wondering, I'm just thinking outside the box here. So we've upgraded our communication. Let's find the Eve probe because we haven't done anything, right? So Eve science probe. Yeah, look at that. It's got a green line now. Before it was orange. Big diff. Difference. Yeah, look at that. Now that's only with KSC. So we used to have 50%, now we're 87. So what I'm trying to come up with here is we have a contract to do stuff. Oh, known objects. Oh no. So Duna, next Duna, it's way over there. Dang it. Well, okay, so maybe Duna's not closer. I was thinking maybe we could send a set of relays to Duna because Eve is really hard to land on. Plus, there's Ike too. Oh. So send a probe. What we have to do is collect science low in space on Duna. Ugh. Flying high in Duna. So we have to enter the atmosphere. And then low in space on Ike. So we basically have to pack enough fuel to get in the atmosphere, grab that, and then go to Ike. That's a lot of work. So I wonder if we could send 4 satellites, 4 relay satellites, and then have one shoot off to be around Ike, put 3 in orbit around Duna, See if we can get communication, and then that'd make it easier to do the Ike thing. Oh man, that's going to be a challenge. We're going to do that tomorrow, though. So we're done today, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Let's roll some credits here. Credit music. Oh, look at all the new follows. That was from last night. So evidently my credits didn't reset, but at least they're displaying a little bit at a time. Car Toys, we'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. Panda, see you later. Spectre, have a good one. Saturn, you have a good one as well. All right, guys. See you guys later. I'm out of here.